the streets, and I would never make a promise that I know I couldn't keep, and I would never testify, cop out for a plea, or surrender information on my boys to the police. And you could never catch me on the block without a strap, and I would never pull it out unless I'm about to black. And I could never forget my homies dying for they scratch, but ever pouring out liquor for them. God sitting back, and I never shed tears. My heart is like a stone now. Never thought I'd live to see 21. Look, I'm grown now. Never say never, they tell me all the time, cause never means it's forever, but it's never crossed my mind. And I'll never go broke, I promise I'ma shine. Never come short on my issue, I'm on it every time. And I'll never be passive, you bet it, give me mine. It's my money, and I want it every motherfucking dime. No, never forgot all my struggles in the past, and I could never forget how to hustle for my cash. And I would never forget how I felt when I saw Brad take that first breath, and from then I knew I had the match, and it could never be said I went out like a hoe. Never been punked, I'll never let it slide, never let it go. Never ever, never ever ever, no. Get on my level, hoe, or go get a shovel, hoe. It's never in question, for my manhood I get down. I never switch, never snitch, never sit down. I never hesitate to squeeze a nigga 6 rounds. I never squat to take a piss, who's the bitch now? I never ran, I never will, I ain't never scared. It's in my bloodline, but the realest nigga ever bred. And that's some of the realest shit that I done ever said. And I can die, but through my lyrics, I ain't never dead. I never disrespect my mama, never disrespect her mama neither. I never turn my back on Jesus. I never get caught off in the system, so I believe her. Man that follows man ain't a man, and I'm a leader. Never gon' turn cold, my nigga, I could never trade. I never cross my homies out, that ain't how I made. And I never had not one regret on how I was raised. I'm from the ghetto, where I slung and rapped it every day. Never do no other way, this ain't gon' never change. Never gon' bite my tongue, fuck what a nigga say. 100 with myself, I swear to God I stay the same. And when I finally got my paper, I was on my game. I never talk a nigga down, do your thing, dawg. Never hate the dude for trying, that's insane, dawg. Get your motherfucking money, that's the thing, dawg. Too many homies dying young, feel my pain, y'all.
I forgot to tell y'all that was one of my other favorite Scarface songs. You know what I'm talking about? Man, what's good with the people, man? It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner. Now look, these one of them times right now that I ain't finna go into so everything that I normally say apply to this video right here. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Penitentiary. Just talk to him. You know what I'm talking about? And do good. You know what I'm talking about, man? What's good with the people, y'all? Is y'all ready for me, man? I got a little story for you tonight. You know what I'm talking about, that I already say. It's your partner, man. It's your partner, man. Shout out to everybody who ain't never liked Usher, but always been known for a confession. You know what I'm talking about? It's all bad. You know, I heard that shit go, you know, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm talking about? But look, this is what I wanted to say, man. Brandon, fuck this joke up. You know what I'm talking about? It was supposed to be, shout out to everybody who ain't never liked Usher, but always been known for their confessions. You know what I'm talking about? It's all bad. You know what I'm talking about? It's supposed to go more like that. Oh, no, you say, bro, why you come? Man, look, I'm one of them niggas, man. I've been in the house all day, right? Man, that was a disappointing ass basketball game with you. I can't stand games just like that, man. I just can't. Unless it's a Warrior game. But, what the fuck I was just finna say? Oh yeah, that's what I was finna say. I've been watching the first the name of this one gonna be called Secret Indictment. Bro, gather yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on, y'all. Let me wipe. Brother took his hat off, man. Let me wipe. Let me get myself together. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Full composure, man. Here we go. You know what I'm talking about? And here we go. Put some of that shit on your lip. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on. Now this one thing, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened to me first, but I've been watching another 48 all day, or 48, however you say that shit, right? Now this is what happened to me. I think I done told y'all this a few times of me talking about something else. Who remember old school Mobile? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I think I did tell this story, but they were standing down there on Hollywood somewhere, you know what I'm talking about? Long story short, man, the police roll up on us and draw down. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't did nothing. We was just playing music loud. The first report, they said they got a report of a stolen car. My shit was registered to me. Next thing he said was they just changed their reasons 4-5 times. I got my license. They say, can I search your car? I said no. Guess what they took upon themselves just to do anyway. You know what I'm talking about? They searched my car, find a pistol. Oh, when they find a pistol, right? Oh, baby, cuz already, man, I was gone. Y'all think I be drunk on here? I was gone in real life out there. I'm talking hella shit to the police. And that's another thing I wanted to point out. Remember the other day I told y'all I'm just one of them people that just got a pass. Man, look, I had a pistol in my car, but not just that, bro. He had jumped out and drew down on us. I'm still moving around and shit and just doing shit that you don't do, that people ain't even here for no more, fucking with the police. You feel what I'm saying? I just ain't got a pass, man. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, just don't do this shit. But the police, oh man, when they find a thing, right, they done hog-tied me, right? First they put me in there regular, right? Bruh acting up though, you know what I'm talking about? So they was like, all right, they come and they hog-tied me, my foot behind my back, I'm all, you know what I'm talking about? They put me down in the police car, bruh sticking his feet out the window, wiggling his toes and shit, you know what I'm talking about? Long story short, they take me down there. Now I'm in court, but I bailed out on that, but I was in jail for some other shit, but I still had that case. Now, pay attention, y'all. I told them they couldn't search my car, but they searched my car anyway. That's against they goddamn, they not supposed to do that, folks. So they violated my rights off the jump. Now I'm supposed to go to the prelim. This is why this one is called secret indictment. I'm gonna tell you the dirty tricks they got for you if you get caught up in that shit right there. That's why you just don't do it. Now, if I go to my preliminary hearing, right, they not gonna be able to even charge me with that case. They gonna have to drop it in my preliminary hearing because I have my license and I told him, he on talking about on his body cam, that you can't search my car. And please get away from my shit right now, right? You know what I'm talking about? My shit rolled up and everything. My windows rolled up, everything, right? So I'm gonna tell you how they got me good. But by then I was arrested for something else. But this is another tactic they gonna do to scare you. See, when it was time for my preliminary hearing, I never had a preliminary hearing. They got some shit called a secret indictment. You know what I'm talking about? You say, what's a secret indictment, baby? Cuz it's when you ain't gotta be there, bruh. They'll just you can't be there because you and your lawyer can't even be there. You know what I'm talking about? Because if you go to your preliminary, man, they gonna bring up that evidence and they gonna have to drop it right then, man. So they held a secret indictment. That's some shit with just like the DA and the judge or some shit like that. And they presented this and told them, but ain't nobody else in the room but them. You know what I'm talking about? That's why it's a secret indictment. And they pull that tactic right there to bypass your preliminary. You get what I'm saying? That's a tactic they got to bypass your preliminary and make you think you in some kind of trouble right there. Now, anybody with common sense, that was an illegal search. I don't give a fuck when we going to court for it. You get what I'm saying? You're going to have to throw that shit out. Because you wasn't supposed to touch my goddamn car. And I told you to get away from my car real loud. You know what I'm talking about? Get away. You know what I'm talking about? So y'all watch out for shit like that. Because even though they come slide the paperwork up under your door talking about you got a no bill, you know what I'm talking about? They might give you a $30,000 bill. You think you in trouble or something? That shit don't even be holding no weight, bruh. That's just a tactic they use to scare you. You get what I'm saying? Because they hoping you plead and they gonna come with a deal. Now, we not doing none of this shit. We gonna go to court. So you can see I told these people loud and clear to get the fuck away from that motherfucking car. You know what I'm talking about? And I said all that to say this. I've been watching the first 48 all day. Right? That's some shit I don't even normally do. Listen, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Let me give y'all some advice right now. My first advice would be, please don't even get yourself in no situation where you got to go do no shit like that and even talk to them people, right? Just try to stay out of trouble, man. But the second piece of advice I give you, man, if you ever get caught by the police, bruh, just ask for a lawyer. Don't say nothing to the police, bruh. Because if you think you can sit up there and not out-police the police, but outsmart the police, you got to do that on the streets, bruh. But if they asking you questions, bruh, if you say anything, bruh, you can't out-talk the police. They done seen that shit forever. And it's mind-boggling how many people think they can go down there and just tell this story right here, and that's the one that's going to stick, man. Every time you open your mouth, right, you done just about did it. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm going to tell you how the police play, folks. On some real shit. Street shit 101. First of all, if they pick you up from questioning, it's 9 times out of 10 they don't know shit. They trying to get you to connect the dots. At the point they take you to that room, don't say a goddamn thing. You know what I'm talking about? Just ask for a lawyer, man. Really ask for a lawyer in the back of the police car after they read you your rights, right? Because the first thing, one of the things they say when they read you your rights is you have the right to remain silent. You know what I'm talking about? Anything you say will, can and will be used against you in the court of law. So right there, they was letting you know anything you say from that point on, besides I need a lawyer, they can use all that shit against you, folks. See, this is what the police gonna do. They gonna ask you, they gonna try to put you on the scene. You get what I'm saying? Or whatever happened. So they gonna ask you where you was at. That's why you just don't say shit. Because if you say you was there, you just made yourself a suspect, period, bruh. Because you was around that shit that just happened. If you say you wasn't there, like you just said you was at your mama's house, this is why you don't do that either. This is why you just ask for a lawyer, folks. Because if you said you was at your mama's house, now you might have not had nothing to do with that shit right there. But the moment they can prove that you wasn't at your mama's house, you basically just put yourself on the scene. You get what I'm saying, bruh? That's why you don't lie to them. That's why you don't tell them the truth. You just exercise your right. You know what I'm talking about? And just say, man, I need a lawyer. Don't say shit. Because for some reason, people think that you can go in there and just tell the police something and they going to bite on that shit and you going home. You feel me? If they done picked you up, you feel me? They already want to know what's going on, man. So you might just have to sit down anyway. Don't just think that you're going to be able to tell the police something, then they're going to let you go. Then, if they do let you go right and they call you again and you go down there, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out for going down there. If the police ever let you go, bruh, and they call you again and say they want to talk to you, that might be the time you want to talk to somebody else about changing your location. You get what I'm talking about? And I ain't telling you to run from police, man. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't telling you nothing, man. I'm just telling you, if I was going to tell you anything, it'd just be, bruh, if they pull you over and they get the action and shit like that, just say you want a lawyer, bruh. Because you can't lie to them. You can't get around the police, bruh. They trained for that shit. And I done seen motherfucker after motherfucker just go down there and think they could tell the police something, and that's just going to be it. Because whatever you say, they going to go get the action other motherfuckers to see what they said. You know what I'm talking about, man? Just ask for a lawyer, man. Hey, I was just watching the episode. This what made me even come think about all the shit I was just thinking about, right? It was a nigga who actually had the fight. You get what I'm saying? He actually had a fight with a nigga that they end up getting on him and shit. He went down there, told the police dude, start hitting him with a pipe. They start fighting. He picked up a pipe and they just start swinging it at each other. He showed the police his bruises and shit. The police asked him what happened after that. That nigga say, I want a lawyer, right? Now, he the one that actually had the fight. Everybody else who was lying and trying to do all this shit right there and pulled them in there. Guess what happened, y'all? That nigga that asked for the lawyer was the only one that got released in the end, bro, because he ain't even get on dude like that. Some other people came and helped him and shit, but he asked for a lawyer. You get what I'm saying? He just stayed in jail, asked for a lawyer until they found out what happened, man. Everybody else thought they could come up in there and lie, man. They asked some people so many questions till they got to the bottom of it, man. That's why everybody just asked for a lawyer, you know what I'm talking about, and sit down. But the best thing to do is not even be involved in that shit you might have to go do that shit for. But if you ever do, you can't lie to the police, folks. I mean, you can, you know what I'm talking about? But if you think you just gonna go up in there and come up with an airtight alibi, bruh, that shit ain't gonna work. So you better off just not saying shit. Because whatever you say, bruh, if you say you was around the vicinity, you got something to do with it now. And if you lying about what you was, you might as well been around the facility. You know what I'm talking about? Where that shit happened at. You can't win like that, bruh. Just ask for a lawyer and sit down. And if you notice, everybody who do that, they might have to sit down for a minute, but them everybody who get back. Don't make no statement one way or the other, bruh. It's not good. That shit gonna go against you. Because whatever the fuck you trying to say, they gonna punch a hole in that statement, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? And once they do that, it's over with. You're gonna look guilty whether you was there or not. Just don't say shit. But with that one right there, if you ever remember that else, always remember, if you get pulled over, don't say shh.